1200, 12,000, 12,214. 14. It's already 14. Really? Yeah, it's 14. Well, today is day. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, it's one of the biggest things I have to avoid, and I told myself it very many times. Well, okay, I know I have to talk to myself in English, and now I don't feel fluent and natural while speaking, and I see lots of mistakes from the very beginning, and I have to avoid them. I know that also, but let's be calm. There is no need to worry about anything. So yesterday I did some stupid thing, few things, very stupid things. And day before yesterday I also did one of these two things. And day before yesterday I also did one of stupid things. And and it eventually led me to the, what would you call it? To the fall. So it was some kind of fall. And now I'm going to move forward. And yesterday I decided I made some step, some radical step, let's say. I take lots of goods and throw them. It's like, it's a metaphor. I took lots of goods and threw them in blowing wind. So that's how I sacrifice my pawn in order to structure my pieces on the board. So it's metaphorical language, don't worry, everything okay. I'm just trying to think differently about the situation in which I happen to be. So now I'm trying to find some ways how to move through the situation, how to get through the situation. I guess I need to focus on what I was been doing, like poetry, learning poems, focusing on analyzing new structures in the language which I find in these poems, and also new words, working with these words as well. And also I decided that it's better to start writing. So I haven't been writing till yesterday for about 100 days or something like that, or even more than 100 actually. More, yeah, I haven't been writing. Like last time I wrote in my journal, last note, but I mean it's like my journal. Of course I wrote about, like, I conducted communication analysis very many times. So, but I didn't write in my journal since November, I guess. Since the end of November. So last note was made, but don't use this November's member. So last note was made, I can tell you, 12,000. It's last note. 12,076. So 12,076, and it's 140 days ago, almost. Yeah. 40 days ago. 140 days. It's like half a year. It's not a half a year. It's less. No, it's not a half a year. Just four and a half months. 4 months and a half. Yeah, it's like it's 1/3 of a year. So it doesn't matter. It's like this huge amount of time I haven't been writing, and now I'm going to write and make it perfect. So now I'm going to work on my writing seriously. I mean, I will learn how to improve my writing. I will focus on it every day, and I'm going to do something to go ahead, to make things better. So to improve myself. That's the point. To make make some sort of improvement. Because just learning poems doesn't, it's actually an amazing thing. When you learn poems every day, and then you can keep in your mind the huge poem, which you can tell for maybe 10 minutes, let's say. Just imagine you can tell poem 10 minutes, and it's amazing poem. It doesn't just like something stupid. You learn amazing poems. Now I have an access to these poems. I can understand them, and not translate them, but understand in English, and I can explain the meaning of the poem to everyone who speaks English. Well, that's poetry. But another thing is writing, and I want to improve my writing in the same way. So if I just focus on my writing, like there's a few tasks, yeah. For last 100 days, I was mostly focused on making lectures. Like half of the time I spent reading books, watching lectures, also in the internet, doing this practice, doing this self-talk every day for at least 5 minutes. And also I was practicing my pronunciation, working with Keenan, that's a woman from a channel, Clear English Corner. So I watched her videos, I guess, last month every day, except maybe a few days when I just missed because of some unhealthy condition, whatever it was. So again, the point is that I worked a lot, and I've been not writing during this time. Now I want to shift all this. I want to focus on writing mostly and practice my writing. And I know it also helps develop my spoken language, because when I spoke, I wrote some kind of hour of thinking, but it wasn't consistent, and I didn't focus so much on it. I mean, now I have a lot of time, and I can improve it. I can invest it in my writing and make my writing like a new level, because I guess there was no any other thing which could help me to start writing. I mean, this fall, which I mentioned, actually I did, as I said, a few stupid things. I don't want to name them, because it's like I can use Chinese language to name them. So first thing is called Lo Guan, and second thing is called Sao. These things. So Lo Guan and Sao. Again, it's my personal, it's not notes, and of course, if you will find these words in Chinese dictionary, probably you will not understand what I mean, because I just use characters which can help me to describe actions, and it's amazing. I'm going to work on it. And I decided that after doing these stupid things, like it's my, I would say this is some kind of enemies, and this some kind of army which I use to fight these enemies. So during that long period of time, which I haven't been writing, I just didn't practice this all. And now, I mean, there was no any opportunity to practice my writing seriously, rather than to break these habits and this routine and shift it. And there was no way to shift it without doing this stupid stuff. It's like playing chess again. It's something that happened, and yesterday I was playing chess like maybe a few hours. So, and I can control it, but again, it's stop do no okay, no Well, yeah, playing chess. So playing chess was not a good thing, but it helped me to realize how to work on these good things. So now again I started my writing. It's like journal, and now this is going to be some kind of New Year resolution. Okay, stop. Well, it's really it's useful to pay attention to all this. I'm making these videos exactly to avoid something that I don't like. You know, there's things like all of them I don't like it. Really, I see that it's not only looks stupid, it makes me sound stupid, and all message can be ruined by just using few of these where they're not necessary or whatever. So writing, I started a new sequence of writings, and now I'm going to support my writing with my speaking. So perhaps I will talk about what I write, and I will write about what I talk, and I can do it like together, improve my language and make it one thing. So one spoken language, one written language, and that's what I wanted to say today. That's enough.